Trestman did something right this preseason because every single Bears player is healthy and ready to play on Sunday.
Bulls fans, remember when the Bulls used to beat the Pacers all the time? Well, Tom Thibodeau's team was in Naptown, and you cannot sleep on these Pacers.
Guys, as you know, the Bears had one of the best defenses in the league. They were the best at forcing turnovers.
That's right, folks. It is Saturday, so that means it's time for another edition of Rafer's Recap. We had a lot going on.
So tonight will be the last night that some of these guys ever set foot on Soldier Field, but I guess we really should never say never. The players themselves will be coming out shortly, but right now we're with the great Dennis Savard, and tell me, what does it mean to this organization to be celebrating another Stanley Cup championship? The joke going around the cell tonight, today Alex Rodriguez played third, batted fourth, and pleaded the fifth.
You know, the dog days of summer are in full swing, but both clubs still gave fans something to cheer about.
And that's the big question. How will Jay Cutler fare starting another new season in yet another new system?
They're going to lose Game 3, but they're still going to win the series. Everybody it's a 7-game series. It's a long journey.
Bennett has often referred to himself as a chameleon. The question is, did he show his true colors out here today? As for the Tribune article about the Bears implementing the read option, Jay Cutler was asked how much of that are they using in practice, and he said none. Now, give the Kings credit. They did a great job of neutralizing the Hawks' speed in Game 3 by pinching forward. The Hawks had trouble getting out of their own zone. I got a text message from my wife, who was his biggest critic, despised the guy, and she basically said, wow, he was great, seemed sincere and remorseful and honest. Brilliant. He's getting another second chance in my book. So I'm the one who's now more upset with him for not taking questions.
There were some growing pains for Mark Trestman's group, but the Bears showed the Bengals who's the boss when their A-team delivered in the second half.
This is truly incredible. It's historic. It's never been done before in 96 years of hockey.
But the Blackhawks keep casually going about their business and winning, extending their NHL record point streak to start the season.
So since this is Hollywood, let's use every cliche imaginable. The Blackhawks will try and flip the script, put things in turnaround, and they'll need to find a hero other than Brian Bickle and Corey Crawford to step up. Thanks, guys.
Oh, thank you.
You know, the dog days of summer are in full swing, but both clubs still gave fans something to cheer about. And the Cubs and Cards, well, they're no exception. They were back at it at Wrigley. The Sox played a lot of extra baseball in Philly, a doubleheader with both games going to extras. So the sun may have set on the Cubs season, but they had another bright spot against the hated Cards. Second inning, they're loaded for Starlin Castro. Soft grounder. Everybody is safe. Dave Chappelle scores, and it's 3-1 Cubbies. Next frame, it's Alfonso Soriano hitting that one off Lance Lynn. That makes it 4-1, Soriano's 16th. And starting pitcher Matt Garza, loving it. Tiger Woods says he is a full go for next week's British Open. The world #1 said on his website he's still taking medication for his sore elbow, but he will be on the course at Muirfield on Thursday. Third round of the John Deere Classic out in Silvis, Illinois. Beautiful day for golf. Beautiful day for Daniel Summerhays. Went through the course like a summer breeze. Birdies on 5 to take the outright lead here. He had 10 birdies, including this long putt on 15. Carded a 9 under 71, matching the lowest third-round score in tournament history. Good for a 2-stroke lead. Briefly, the Rush beat Cleveland 68-32. Baron Davis said in a podcast interview he was recently abducted by aliens. He later tweeted that he was joking. Henrik Stenson has a 2-stroke lead over Phil heading into tomorrow's final round at the Scottish Open, and Maria Sharapova hired Jimmy Connors as her new coach. USA and Cuba in Gold Cup action in Salt Lake City. The U.S. up 2-1. Kyle Beckerman shoots. Chris Wondolowski makes it 3-1 in the 66th minute. He scored again in the 85th minute, and Team USA routs him 4-1 the final. You know, the Cubs and Sox look to the future. Bieber Fever swept through the UC, and we swept the internet to find some viral videos to complement what was otherwise a slow week in sports. So let's recap it.
You know what time it is.
That's right, time for another recap featuring the remarkable and the ridiculous. Since we love dirty laundry, let's start with Justin Bieber causing a fever by stepping on the Indian head, snapping a pic of the cup. Some people had a cow. While Hawks prospects just had a laugh over the Biebs boo-boo.
I think Bieber needs a $100, maybe a $1,000 fine for how much money he has.
And speaking of prospects, Cubs top pick Chris Bryant stopped by Wrigley. By all accounts, he's a talented kid from the sandy beaches of San Diego, feisty with a good head on his shoulders.
Hey,
Get out of here. It's my spot. I'm coming for you.
Josh Weigel appears to be a future star for the Sox, so maybe these two kids can help the franchises keep their heads above water one day.
Are you all done?
President Obama gets a shout out for what he did.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yes.
No, but he did bring the 1963 Loyola National Championship team to the Oval Office, which was cool. Hopefully the next basketball team at the White House is the Bulls. Signing Mike Dunleavy should help, who took his last snapshot with the Bucks.
I played for the Pacers. I played for the Bucks. Hopefully, if I'm lucky, I'll finish off with Detroit and Cleveland.
What's so good about Cleveland?
And then there's Baron Davis, who said he was abducted by aliens. He later said he was joking, just a bad prank gone wrong, I guess.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God, that hurt like hell!
And we did get permission to use every single one of those videos.
All right.
For better or for worse, I guess. A big win for Bears fans, and nerdy guys with glasses everywhere. There were some growing pains in Mark Trestman's debut, but he and the Bears showed the Bengals who's the boss when their A-team delivered in the second half, scoring 14 unanswered points, leading to cheers at Soldier Field. And now everybody knows his name, and for now is glad that he came. Bengals' first possession, Andy Dalton is picked off by Peanut Tillman, one of 2 picks for Peanut. And that led to this, Jay Cutler to Martellus Bennett. That's his first catch as a Bear, and they're up 7-0. 16 seconds left in the half. Robbie Gould for a team record 58-yard field goal, and he nails it with yards to spare. 14-10 Bengals at the half. Now this was the game changer. Fourth quarter, Bengals up 4. Dalton completes to Mohamed Sanu, but he's stripped by Tim Jennings. Bears get the football, and Jay Cutler, who was not sacked the entire game, connects with Brandon Marshall for the 19-yard score. Bears win 24-21. Jim Rose has the post-game report. Other NFC North action, and Ndamukong Suh and the Lions hosting the Vikings. This is the Vikings' first play from scrimmage. Adrian Peterson goes 78 yards for the score. He ran for 2 scores. He also caught one. Vikings up 7-0. Third quarter, though, Lions up 3. Matt Stafford with the screen pass to Reggie Bush. And look at Bush turn on the Jets. What'd you say, Robbie? It's like a cartoon?
Yeah, we're the Flames.
77 yards for the score. He had 191 total yards. Lions win 34-24. Packers in San Fran. Look at this dirty hit by Clay Matthews on Colin Kaepernick out of bounds. Tied at 14 in the third. Kaepernick play action. Finds Vernon Davis in the back of the end zone. Niners up 7. Kaepernick had a career-high 412 yards and 3 scores. Anquan Bolden caught over 200 of those yards. As this sets up the Niners, Frank Gore with the 1-yard score puts them ahead, and the Niners win 34-28. Briefly, Northwestern moves up to 17 in the AP poll. Notre Dame drops to 21. And wrestling stays in the 2020 games, taking the last spot over baseball, softball, and squash. How about a little baseball? White Sox and O's. Big hugs for Andre Rienzo. The pitcher allowed just 1 earned in 6 2/3, and big Adam Dunn with a booming 2-run shot out of the yard in the 5th. Sox win 4-2. They stopped a 9-game losing skid. Cubs and Brewers, keep your heads up, Cub fans. Oh, God, that's going to leave a mark. I hope you were okay, lady. Cubs up 1 in the 7th. James Russell on the hill with 2 on. Jeff Bianchi singles up the middle, 2-run score, and the Brewers win the rubber match 3-1. The Sky in Washington, Swin Cash with a nasty screen right there. She did get called for the foul. Elena Delle Donne with the jumper here. That put the Sky up 13. Epiphany Prince led him with 21. The Sky wins 93-79. And, of course, Bill Clinton was at the women's final at the U.S. Open. I'm kidding. Serena and Victoria Azarenka played the longest women's final since 1980 as Serena won in 3 sets, her second straight win at Flushing Meadows. She is something else. That's Look at Sports for now.
All right, good stuff.
Rookie John Bostic got a Dear John letter from the NFL, fined $21 grand for his hit on Chargers receiver Mike Willie. Bostic was surprised.
I'm really just finding out about it. I haven't really heard anything yet. So, I'm kind of, just waiting to see what happens. And, the older guys said, they're going to help me through it. Just keep playing how I'm playing.
Lance Briggs tweeted his disgust with the fine as he and Coach Mark Trestman felt the hit was by the book.
When I looked at it, other than to say that I thought it was a clean hit, his head was up and hit with his shoulder from my vantage point on the field. And upstairs, looking at it off the tape, I felt it was a clean hit.
The league thought that it was an illegal hit. disagree. I think that, you know, if you ask around the league, that probably 100% of the league's going to say that it was a legal hit, you know, but not my call.
I thought he hit him like in the chest, the shoulder pad area. I mean, it's hard to say.
Is anybody going to take up a collection for him, perhaps?
Maybe some of the defensive guys. They got some money over there on the defensive side of that ball.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not a team effort.
What round was he drafted?
Yeah, second round.
Oh, he got it.
Now here's the irony. Right after Bostic's hit, the NFL posted video of it on its website and called it spectacular. And then a few days later, they take it down and fine him $21 grand. At Hallis Hall, Rafer Weigel.